Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Heat Shuffle Draft Franchise Rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4, year number 5. Last episode for the Heaters, we had our final doubleheader of the regular season, where we split with the Grapplers, winning the first game 3-2, losing the second game 4-1. But that win in the first game was enough to clinch the division title from the Grapplers and lock us up as the number 1 seed as well, as even if we lose today, we will still have the run differential tiebreaker over the Jacks for the top seed if we both tie at 11-5. However, the recent run of form for the team is very concerning, as we have lost 3 of our last 4 games. Can we turn it around in the regular season finale? God, I sure hope so. We're playing the Beewolves here for the final time. Earlier this year, we played the Beewolves in a one-off game where we beat them easily 9-3, and coincidentally, we had the same starting pitcher on the mound as we did back then for us. That would be rookie Roper Raskeller. However, the Beewolves had their ace Parmigiano on the hill, and this time they only have their number 4, Alberto Roberto. Raskeller comes in 2-1 with a 5.50 ERA and a 1.17 WHIP. And on the mound for the Beewolves is Alberto Roberto. He comes in with no record and 9.64 ERA and a 1.93 WHIP. Beewolves coming in at 5-10 are just trying to play for pride at this point. We've already got the number 1 seed. We're just playing to have some fun and get some backup guys some playtime here today. In the finale, I already set the lineup beforehand, so it's going to be leading off at third base. It is going to be, we're going to try and sub these guys around, aren't we? Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and sub in a bunch of the bench guys here to start the game, and then we'll sub in the others later on. So Bambino's coming out. We're going to go ahead and sub in Basket. Or actually, no, I'd rather have Bambino in than Basket. So I'll leave Bambino in, but Wyatt is going to play at third. Slipopity can sit out because Norm is locked in. We're going to have Rob Glover get the start over John King at short. And then we're going to have Connor Moses play center over Stanley Swanson. And then we'll sub the others in later. But we're not going to sub in Vainman here at the start because he is tense. Maybe later on in the game we'll bring him on. But since there's a righty on the hill, I think Arlo Floyd's just going to handle catching duty for the whole game. We might sub Basket on later for Carlos Duke. And then we'll try to sub the starters back on later, but for right now, I think we're good with what we got. We'll probably sub Sloop on later. He'll probably take over for Wyatt. We'll move Phenomeno to third and have Sloop play second. That makes the most sense. In any case, let's go ahead and set the lineup here real quick. Move him up to 4. Rangel. Rangel's actually a pretty decent hitter to have there, actually. Move him up, move him up. Yeah, move Moses up to the 5. Duke can bat 6th. Then it'll be Rangel. You know, I don't want Rangel behind Duke and Moses, so I've heard bat 5th. Moses will bat 6th, then Duke, and then Glover will bat 8th with Raskeller on the mound. Lineup for the Beewolves looks like this. It's Butterfinger leading off in left, Gonzalo at first, Trips in center, Horn at third, locked in Prince Prize behind the dish, Maggie Rags in right, Whopper Batsman tense at second, and Rodney Park tense at shortstop. Let's jump into it and get it on here. And for the final time in the regular season, we are taking on Emerald Diamond Stadium. Alrighty, let's see if we can turn this bad form we've had the last couple of games around here. As you know, we've lost 2 of 3 of our last 4 games. So, I'd like to end on a high note here. But we'll see how the game works out. Let's do it. Wyatt leading off the game, hitting 400, 2 homers, 8 RBIs for Spitty, who's been primarily a bench player this year. Numbers for Alberto, 5 earned runs given up in 1 start, 4 2/3 innings, 7 hits given up, 2 walks, a homer, 1 strikeout, and a batting average against a .350. He's a recent signing for the Beewolves. Curveball hangs on the first pitch. Spitty wide drives it dead center field. We're going to get it started with a bang. Fireball coming at you there right over the Heaters bullpen, dead center. Spitty Wyatt got a hanging breaking ball on the first pitch of the game, high in the zone, and he took it out over the center field wall. Talk about instant offense. 3rd homer of the year for Wyatt. 1-0 Heaters. Jovan Bambino up next, right fielder, hitting .486 with 7 homers, 16 RBIs. He's playing for the batting title, so we might as well let him bat. Heater in there, strike called, 0-1. Roberto tense. Curveball middle in, strike called, 0-2. Check down and away on the Heater, good eye, 1-2. Curveball down and in, out in front of it by Bambino. Pulled it foul. Still 1-2. Change it down and in. Chopper to first. Gonzalo bare hands it. Takes it himself. 1 down. Next up, second baseman Norm Fenomeno. He's locked in, hitting .529. 10 homers, 20 RBIs on the year. Slide up and away, taken high. Ball 1. Change it down and in. Line to first. Right at Gonzalo. 2 down. Base is empty for Arlo Floyd. Catcher with power versus right-hander active, hitting .455. 2 homers, 11 RBIs on the year. Roberto does have a league forkball active, so we might see that forkball quite a bit as that curveball just nips the outside corner to Floyd. 0-1. Heater up, fouled it back, chased. 0-2. Curveball up and in is high. 1-2. Forkball down in the way, chopper to third. Rhonda Horn there, on to first. That's going to end the inning. Heaters, though, get the lead on the first pitch of the game as Spitty Wyatt goes yard. 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Butterfinger, Gonzalo, and Trips do up against Raskeller. Dwayne Butterfinger leading off. Left fielder hitting .423 with a homer. 7 RBIs on the year as he's going to get it started against rookie Roper Raskeller. In 3 starts, Roper's gone 2-1 in his rookie season with a .550 ERA and a 1.17 whip. 12 runs given up, 11 earned in 3 starts. 18 innings pitched, averaging exactly 6 innings a start. 20 hits surrendered, a walk, 1 homer, 12 strikeouts, and a batting average against of .263. Raskeller coming off his worst start of the year where he didn't quite make it to the 6-inning mark. Heater up and in the first pitch. That's pulled to hold a short diving. His Glover to his right. Nice play. 1 down. 1 pitch, 1 out. And here's first baseman Rafael Gonzalo hitting .226 with an RBI. Well down and in on the first pitch. A chop slow over to first. Rangel charges, bare hands, and she will tag the runner for the second out. Momentum took her that way, and that'll bring up third hitter / Trips the center fielder. Bad ball hitter active, hitting only a .130 on the year. 4 RBIs. It is tough to watch him struggle, man. You see him ripping away. Outside. Ball 1. Slider down in the way. That's fouled off late. 1-1. Heater up and in. That's fouled off. 1-2. Come on down and in the dirt. 2-2. Heater up and away. Fouled off. 2-2. You see him down in the way. Fouled off. 2-2. Side up in. High. 3-2. Full count pitch on the way. Curveball down and in. Check swing. Strike 3 called. Can I help you, Slash? No, just looking. All right, get it the hell out of here. First punch out for Roper, and that ends the inning. To the second, Rangel, Moses, and Duke do up against Roberto. Here's Lacey Rangel, batting in the 5 slot today. First baseman with high pitch and fastball hitter active, hitting .444. 1 homer, 3 RBIs on the season. High pitch and fastball hitter here. Gets a slider up and away, but out of the zone. Ball 1. Curveball down and the way is low this time. 2-0. Change up and away. Hit well by Rangel to right center field. It was more middle away, giving Chase Trips. He'll run it down. 1 out. Good range, and I'll bring up center fielder Connor Moses. He's hitting .286. 1 RBI off the bench here this year with Volatile active. Chased the changeup high on the first pitch, and I knew it as soon as I swung. Popped up behind first. Gonzalo in right field will put it away. 2 down. That'll bring up rookie left fielder Carlos Duke, hitting .357 on the season. Getting another start here to end the year. His 3rd start in the last 4 games as that slider misses outside. Ball 1. He's been hitting well, so might as well leave him in there. Slider fouled off. 1-1. Heater up and in. That's roped to short, but right at park, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Roberto. A couple hard hit balls, but nothing comes of it. Bottom 2, Horn, Prize, and Rags do up against Raskeller. Here's Rhonda Horn, the third baseman, hitting .217. 4 RBIs on the season. You see him up and in on the first pitch, high and tight. Ball 1. Curveball away. That's fouled off. 1-1. Heater down and in, low and inside. 2-1. Right up and away. That's a strike called. Nice pitch. 2-2. Whiffer activates here. Curveball down and in. Strike 3 called at the knees. Can I help you, Rhonda? No, just looking. Help me, Rhonda. Help get me out of my heart. Good little Beach Boys tune there. That is the second punch out for Roper. Next up's locked-in catcher Prince Prize, hitting 400. 3 RBIs here off the bench. Heater up and away. That's a strike. 0-1. Curveball at the knees, middle of the zone, drop down a bunt in front of the mound. Raskeller barehands the first in time. 2 down. I respect the play, but it didn't work out. And that'll bring up utility outfielder Maggie Rags. Hitless on the season. This is her first at-bat, actually, of the year. Recent signing for the Beewolves. You see him repping in. Check swing strike. 0-1. Heater down in the way. Chase chopped to short. Glover charges. He'll make the play to first. 1-2-3 inning for Roper. To the third, it's still 1-0. Glover, Raskeller, and Wyatt do up against Roberto. Here's Rob Glover, 8-hitter leading off. Shortstop hitting 389 with 3 RBIs here off the bench, getting another start. Curveball away, strike called, 0-1. Forkball down and away, low, 1-1. Change away, that is popped up off the end of the bat to into left. Butterfinger near the line is there. Puts it away, 1 down. Next up going to be Roper Raskeller, the rookie pitcher. He's locked in, hitting .625 on the year with an RBI. I believe he's hitting a 5 for 8 if I remember correctly. Forkball up and in is high, ball 1. Forkball away, that's a strike, 1-1. Change away, that is pulled to left field, but on the line at Butterfinger, 2 down. Base is empty for Spitty White, who led off the game with a first pitch home run as he got a hanging curveball and put it out over the center field wall. He's locked in. Slider away in the first one, grounded to short. Park there, fields it cleanly, in the dirt on the cannon throw, but picked by Gonzalo to save the error. That is a 1-2-3 inning, bottom 3, it's still 1-0. Batsman, Park, and Roberto do up. Here's Whopper Batsman. The big bopper is tense at second base today, hitting only a .062 on the season. And I thought Slash was having a bad year. This is even worse. Curveball down in the way in the first pitch. Strike called at the knees. 0-1. Slider down and in. Fouled off. 0-2. Tough out activates for a big bopper. Get it away. Strike 3 call. Can I help you, Whopper? No, just looking. Get the hell out of here. Third punch out here for Roper, and that'll bring up Rodney Park, the shortstop. He's tense, hitting .264 on the year with 4 RBIs. And Raskeller got a blister on his finger from gripping that seam a little too hard. The rookie can continue, but his ratings are going to take a nosedive, unfortunately. It's going to affect his ability to properly grip the ball. Two-seam repping away is whiffed on, 0-1. Heater middle of the plate, fouled back, 0-2. Ball down in the way, in the dirt, 1-2. Slider down and in. Chased it, strike 3, 4th punch out for Roper. First one he's gotten swinging today. That'll bring up Roberto. Pitcher is hitting .500 on the year, 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs driven in. Heater middle in, inside, 1-0. Slider middle away, strike called, 1-1. Two-seamer middle of the zone up, strike called, 1-2. Curveball down in the way, check swing low, 2-2, good eye. Forcing it down and in, whiffed on it, strike 3, 5th punch out for Roper, and that ends the inning. To the 4th, it's 1-0, Bambino, Fenomeno, and Floyd do up against Roberto. Here's Bambino leading off, he's 0 for 1 today. And you get it started against Alberto. Change it down in the way, hits the knees, 0-1. Side of an in, hard chopper, past the second baseman into right field, and that is our second hit of the game. Bambino on to lead off the 4th with a single. Norm Fenomeno up next, he's 0 for 1 today. Curveball up and in, that's a strike called, 0-1, nice pitch there. Change away, chopped in the hole, past the diving second baseman, it's another base hit. First and second now with none down. Heaters are threatening. Can we break through? Here's catcher Arlo Floyd. He's 0 for 1 with the lineout. Powers right-hander active here. Forkball's high. Ball 1. Good eye there. Change up. Line through the middle. That's a base hit into center. Coming to third as the lead runner will hold. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Here's Lacey Rangel. 0 for 1 day for the sophomore. Or third-year hitter. I don't know. Remember. High pitch and fastball hitter still active. Flew out in the gap to right center her first time up. Curveball hangs at the letters. Strike called, 0-1. Heater up, blasted to dead center field, hit pretty well. Trips retreating, is there, deep center. Makes a catch for the first out of the inning. Lead, 2 runners will tag, and it is 2-0 on the sac fly by Rangel. Runners at the corners, 1 down for Connor Moses. He's 0 for 1 today. Volatile still active. Sliders away, that misses, ball 1. Changed up and in, hangs, fouled off, 1-1. Little early, Connor, little early. Changed away, hitting the hole to short, diving his park to his right to make the stop. Fires the first, in time to get Moses, but it's an RBI ground out, 3-0 Heaters. Runner at second, 2 down for Carlos Duke, the rookie, who's still looking for his first career RBI on the season. Distractor active at second base there for Floyd. Forkball hangs, middle of the plate, strike called, 0-1. Change midside, fouled off, Duke behind, 0-2. Curveball's way outside, 1-2. Forkball up and in is high, 2-2. Heater up, blasted by Duke to right center field, but that is going to hang up for trips. He'll run it down, and that'll end the inning. 2 more home in the inning here on a sac fly and a ground out. 3-0 to the bottom of the 4th. Butterfinger, Gonzalo, and Trips do up against Raskeller. Here's Butterfinger. He's 0 for 1 today. Raskeller staying out there despite the injury to his finger. Assuming it's his index finger. Curveball away is a strike called, 0-1. Was him repping in. That's a strike, 0-2. Two-seamer middle in. Line at the middle, that is base hit for Butterfinger, and that is the first hit today for the Beewolves offense as the leadoff man's on in the 4th. Gonzalo up next. He's 0 for 1 today. Curveball down and in. That's low, ball 1. Two-seamer middle away. Popped him up behind short. Glover in left center. Shallow. We'll put it away for the first out of the inning. Slash Trips up next. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout looking. He is tense. Force him down the way. That's hit up the middle. That is a base hit into right of center. First and second now with 1 down. Beewolves are threatening here. Coming to the plate's the cleanup hitter, Rhonda Horn, who also struck out looking her first time up.
Number 20, Rhonda Horn.
Slider pin in on the first one. Strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer down. That's low, 1-1. Two-seamer down and in. Chopped in the hole to second. Phenomenal dives out of his reach. It's a base hit into right field. Base is loaded now. 1 down. Peters are threatening, or Beewolves are threatening. Here's Prince Bryce, who also struck out his first time up, I believe, or grounded out. He's 0 for 1. Four-seamer up and away. High, ball 1. Four-seamer middle in. That's lined to right field softly. That is down for a base hit, and the assembly line keeps moving. It's 3-1. RBI for Prize. Here's Rags, who's 0 for 1. Choker activated at third base here. Ball down, in the dirt, ball 1. Four-seamer down and in. That's blasted to right field. That's another base hit, and the assembly line keeps moving. It's 3-2. Bases remain loaded. Here's Batsman, who's 0 for 1, struck out looking his first time up. He's still tense. Ball down in the way in the first one. That's low, ball 1. Slider pin in. Whiffed on it, 1-1. Ball down and in. Low, 2-1. Two-seamer down, low, 3-1. Nowhere to put him either. Four-seamer middle in. Blew it by him, full count. Tough out activates. Ball down in the way. Chop foul, out of play, full count. Two-seamer up and in. Check swing, strike 3 called. Can I help you, Whopper? No, just looking. 6 punch out for Roper. Get the hell out of here. 2 down, base is still loaded for Rodney Park, who is tense. Slider been away in the first one. Chased, out of play, fouled off on the third base side, 0-1. Forcing it down and in. Checked inside, 1-1. Ball down in the way. Grounded to second. Phenomenal charges. He'll take the out at first, and that'll end the inning. But 2 home on the back-to-back singles here for the Beewolves. 3-2 to the 5th. We stray on the bases loaded, though. Glover, Raskeller, and Wyatt do up. Here's Rob Glover, 0 for 1 today with a pop out his first time up. Curveball down and in, taken low. Ball 1. Curveball up and in, that's a strike. 1-1. Change it down is Chase. Dribbler to third, charging his horn. In time to first. 1 down. Next up, the pitcher Raskeller. He lined out to left his first time up. 0-for-1 today. Slider misses inside from Roberto. Ball 1. Slider misses inside again. 2-0. Heater up, whiff through it. 2-1. Curveball hangs. Chopper to third, charging his horn. On to first. 2 down. Base is empty for Wyatt. 1-for-2 with a solo home run today. Lined out last time up. Heater up and away, or grounded out to short actually. Heater called a strike at the letters. 0-1. Heater up. Wyatt chased it out of the zone. Sky ball to left center. That'll hang up though for Butterfinger to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Roberto. Bottom 5. It's 3-2. Roberto, Butterfinger, and Gonzalo do up. There's Roberto. He's 0-for-1 today with a ground out. Forcing it down and away. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball middle in. Chased and fouled off. 0-2. You see him up and away. Way high. 1-2. Slider down. Middle of the zone. Fouled off. 1-2. Forcing the middle in. Line to left of center. Moses is there. 1 down. Next up, Butterfinger. 1-for-2 with a single last time up to start the rally. That led to 2 runs scoring. Ball down and in. Low. Ball 1. Forcing him up and in. That's a strike. 1-1. Forcing him down and away. Chased and fouled off. 1-2. Slider up and away. Foul back. 1-2. Two-seamer down and in. Fouled off. Still 1-2. Heater up and in. Way high. 2-2. Ball down. Chase below the knees. Chop to third. Wyatt charges. Makes the play. In time. 2 down. Base is empty for Gonzalo. 0-for-2 intense today. Slider away. Way off the plate. Ball 1. Heater down and in. That's fouled back. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Two-seamer high and tight. 2-1. Ball down. Low. 3-1. Two-seamer up and away. Whiffed on it. Full count. Fired down the way. Chased it. Strike 3. 7 punch out for Raskeller. That ends the inning. To the 6th. It's 3-2. We're still ahead. Bambino, Fenomeno, and Floyd do up. Looks like a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel we got going on here, guys. Through 5. Will the offense step up? Let's find out. Here's Bambino. 1-for-2 with a single last time up. Run scored. Forkball misses inside. Ball 1. Heater middle in. Blasted by Jovan. Dead center field. That ain't coming back, folks. He got all that one into the batter's eye. Fireball coming at you there here for the Heaters. Second home run of the game. Jovan Bambino's first. That is his 8th of the season, and that makes it 4-2 as the Heaters go back up by 2. That fastball was aiming middle in and did not get far enough inside to jam Bambino, and he took advantage. Roberto doesn't throw very hard, so when he saw that center cut pitch, he said, "Ooh, me likey." Norm up next. He singled last time up. 1-for-2 today. He's also locked in. Forkball down in the dirt, taken low. Ball 1. Forkball inside, missing. 2-0. Change it down and then pulled foul. 2-1. Heater at the knees. I forgot the swing. Check. 2-2. Change of hangs. Line to second. Diving his batsman on a hop. He'll pick it. On to first. 1 down. Nice play. Hey, one boy. How's it going, buddy? Yes. Welcome in. Hopefully things going well for you. Just the one. It is the regular season finale today. Just the one, because they did the wonky thing where they scheduled the doubleheader in games 14 and 15 and not 16. So just one game tonight, unfortunately. Getting a lot of backups to play time today. Hey, Macho, welcome in, buddy. Hopefully things going well for you as well. Floyd up. He singled last time up. 1-for-2 today. That forkball's in there at the knees. 0-1. That's a hanger, and I forgot the swing. 0-2. My bad. That curveball's low. 1-2. Heater up and in. Jammed in the hole to short. Backhanded by Rodney Park. In time to first. 2 down. Base is empty for Rangel. Sack fly last time up, driving in a run. She's also flown out to right center. 0-for-1 today. Curveball hangs, but just out of the high zone there, missing the swing. 0-1. Heater up is chased and dumped to right center field. That is down for a hit. Rongel's first of the day. She's 1 for 2. Inning will continue with 2 down. There comes Connor Moses, so 2 with an RBI ground out last time up. It's also popped out. Pitch out on the first one, nothing doing. Rangel takes off. Heater in there for a strike. Throw down by the catcher is late as Prize could not get her. Where is Lacey? There she is. Lacey's first steal of the season. She's 1 for 1. 1-1 count here to Moses. Heater up, turned on by Connor, hit deep to left center field. He got something under it, but it's going to die at the warning track. Butterfinger there, and that ends the inning. Bottom 6, we get 1 back on the home run by Bambino. 4-2 to the bottom of the 6. Trips, Horn, and Prize due up. Just shows how stacked this team is. She is a starter on any other team. You are absolutely correct, Macho. Trips leading off, 1 for 2 with a single. He's also struck out looking once today, facing the injured Roper Raskeller. That's right, folks. Roper gave himself a nasty blister back in the 2nd inning, and he's been pitching with it ever since. Gave up 2 runs in the 5th inning, I believe, but nothing since. Or was it the 4th inning? I think it was the 4th. Yeah, it was the 4th. Trying to get that quality start. Curveball away, outside. Ball 1. Slider middle in. That's ripped to left field, and that is a leadoff single for Trips. Duke gets it in, and leadoff man on with good speed. Blister. It's a nasty blister, I believe, is the injury designation. Horn up, 1 for 2. Singled last time up. She's also struck out looking as well. Good speed at first and slash Trips. Pick off to first, nothing doing. Heater away. Out of the zone, ball 1. Curveball middle in. That's ripped up the middle. That's a base hit. That is back-to-back singles to start the inning for the Beewolves, and that is going to do it for the injured Raskeller, as I'm not going to let him go any further. I mean, thought of the SpongeBob episode. Yep, I know exactly which one you're talking about. Prize up next. He singled homer run last time up, 1 for 2. Raskeller done after 5+ innings. He gives up 2 earned runs so far on 7 hits, no homers, no walks, I believe. He also struck out, I believe, 6 batters. Maybe 7. Let me check real quick. Actually, I have time. I'm not in a rush. He did strike out 7 batters today. Solid outing. Not going to get the quality start, but he did what he could despite the injury. So good pitching nevertheless there, Rook. And we are going to double switch here. We're going to take Connor Moses out. He's hitless today. Who needs to pitch? That's the question here real quick. What do we got? We got 6, 5, and 5 and 5. So we can use everybody except McConnell. Okay. And I don't want to use McConnell anyway. That ERA is just getting up there. All right, so we'll double switch. We're going to go ahead. We'll save Kerr. We don't have a lefty up. We have a righty up. So we're going to go ahead and go to Thomas Mesa here out of the bullpen. We're going to take Moses off, and then we're going to bring in Stanley Swanson. He'll play center. Mesa on the year, 1-0 at 2.79 ERA and a 1.97 whip. 4 runs given up, 3 earned in 5 appearances, 9 2/3 innings, 18 hits surrendered, a walk, 8 strikeouts, batting average against .409 on the year. There seems to be a little swelling. I mean, if I saw my pitcher with that kind of splinter, then yes, I would pull him out as well. Yeah, I know, right? Pick officer, elite curveball. The trait's active here for Mesa. And he's going to start this at bat with that curveball. Down in the way, check swing, strike called to Prize. Not quite down enough away, but we'll take it. Heater down and inside. That's chopped to short. Slow roller. Glover charges. Flips the second one. Phenomenal to first. Double play. You love to see it. 2 down. Runner at third for Maggie Rags, who singled home a run last time up as well. She's 1 for 2. Pinch hitting. It is backup right fielder Murky Nubswubbles getting his first at bat of the season as one OG heater is replaced by another OG heater. Power of his right-hander active here for him. He also has Sign Stealer in his back pocket. Heater up and away in the first one. Strike called, 0-1. Slider down and in. Low, 1-1. Ball down in the way. Grounded to short. Glover charges to his left, cuts it off. In time to first, and that ends the inning. Good pitching from Mesa to strand the inherited runners and get a double play ball to the 7th. It's 4-2. Duke, Glover, and Swanson due up. Carlos Duke leading off. He's 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out and flown out. Nubs Bubble stays in right field, and Roberto stays on the mound, so we will not pinch hit with Cash Basquet here, saving her for a lefty. Change up and away. That's a strike. 0-1. Curveball's away. 1-1. Change up. That is lined to center field, but it is right at /trips. 1 down. Next up, Rob Glover. He's 0 for 2 today. Shortstop not doing anything as well. We'll pinch hit for him, though. We're going to bring in John King off the bench as he'll take a crack. Hitting .316 on the year. 3 homers, 7 RBIs for the sophomore. Heater up. Line to short on the first pitch, but right at Park. 2 down. Base is empty for Stanley Swanson, who double switched in last inning. Center fielder hitting .293, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Changeup's in there. Strike called. 0-1. Forkball's away. 1-1. Forkball's inside this time from Roberto. 2-1. That forkball's inside again. 3-1. Forkball up. Apparently that's a strike. Full count. Out in front of the changeup at the knees. Strike 3. First punch out for Roberto, I believe, and that ends the inning. Bottom 7, it's 4-2. Batsman, Park, and Roberto are due up, so I'm expecting a pinch hitter there. Trips having choker feels so wrong. Look how they massacred my boy. Oh, no. I agree. It doesn't do him any justice. Bopper batsman up. He's 0 for 2 today, intense. King stays in the game at shortstop. Curveball down in the way. That's a strike to the big bopper. 0-1. Heater down the middle. Blew it by him. 0-2. Tough out activates. Slider up and away. High. 1-2. Good eye there. Curveball down and in. Whiffed on it. Strike 3. First punch out from Mesa. Look how they massacred my team. You're concerned about how they massacred your boy. Here's Rodney Park now. 0 for 1 today. Or 0 for 2 today. Two down and in. Let's line to center, but right at Swanson. 2 down. Truth is, kid, game is rigged from the start. Game was rigged from the start. Roberto up next, 0 for 2. Pinch hitting for him is catcher Mamori Aoshima, the primary starter. She's 10, hitting .206 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Forcing her up and in on the first one. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball down in the way. Chased outside. 0-2. Whiffer activates. Slide it down and in. Line to first. Leaping, diving Rangel. Nice play up the line. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Coming out of the bullpen, closer Klaus the game as he'll take over here in the 8th. Top of the lineup up Wyatt, Bambino, and Phenomeno. We can't rely on the Lord to do the hard work. Wyatt leading off 1 for 3 with a solo homer today. He's led off the game with a first pitch home run. He got a hanging curveball at the top of the zone and put it in the seats. Facing Klaus the game. Klaus on the year, no record, a 3.12 ERA and a 0.81 whip for the Beewolves closer. 7 appearances, 2 saves, 3 earned runs given up in 8 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 homers, 9 strikeouts, and a batting average against 161. There's a new one. Speaking of which, the new Fallout show seems promising. Hope they don't absolutely butcher it. No promises, sir. All right, we are going to go. I like Spitty, though. He's locked in. And I don't want to take Norm out, but I'm sorry, Spitty. Or am I sorry? Not really. You know what, Spitty? You can bat. You're actually hitting well. Heater up. That's high. Ball 1. I was going to pinch hit for him, but I thought against it. Heater up and in. That's a strike. 1-1. Ball away. Lined over short. Down for a base hit. And Spitty Wyatt rewards my choice with a second hit of the day. He's 2 for 4. Lead-off man on here for Bambino, who homered last at bat. He's also singled. 2 for 3 today. Still locked in. Here at the knees. Ooh, he got around on it, but late. That had the distance down the left field line. 0-1. Heater up and in. Chased out of the zone. 0-2. Heater up and in. Jammed him to dead center. That's going to be an easy sky ball for trips in front of the warning track. 1 down. I did. They made some promotional art for the show, and people found out it was AI generated. Not a good start. Ooh. Yeah, that's probably not a good start. Norm up 1 for 3 today with a single. Heater down and in. Chased inside. 0-1. Oh, God. 8 homers, 20 RBIs. Like, man is hitting. Heater up. That's high. 1-1. Come on down and then is popped behind second. Batsman on the dive. Out of his reach. It's a base hit. First and second now, one down. Norm's second hit of the day. And here is Arlo Floyd, 1 for 3 with a single today. Power of his right-hander active for the catcher. And coming out of the bullpen to relieve the game, it is Joanna Heater who's locked in. Joanna on the year, 1-0, a 1.20 ERA and an 0.93 whip. 3 runs given up, 2 earned, 10 appearances, 15 innings pitched, 8 hits surrendered, 6 walks, 1 homer, 16 strikeouts, and a batting average against 148. The original Heater member here in the series, as we did draft her. Lost her to free agency after, I believe, year 3. 3 runs given up, 2 earned. She's been the best performing reliever and the most used reliever for the Beewolves this season. Very solid job. Regular relievers anyway. Indiera is 1 more inning pitched than her. God, my English is horrible today. My bad. I got a bit of a cold, so you're out of it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Lead four-seamer is up there in there. 107. Okay. All right. Who the fuck gave Aroldis Chapman keys to the game, first of all? Second of all, who gave him the sex change? Third of all, when did he learn how to paint the corner like that? Yai. Slider down, that's lined at the middle, and that is a base hit into center. Base is going to be loaded here with 1 down. And here's Rangel, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. We'll let her bat here, she's got a single and an RBI sac fly. I'll let her bat. I know I have Charlie Testa, but I think Lacey's too. WTF indeed, sir. Heater up and away, line to first, but right at Gonzalo. 2 down. Unlucky. Mesa due up next, hitless on the air, and it's a close game, so we are going to pinch hit for Thomas. Good pitching, and we will turn it over here to Charlie Testa here off the bench. Testa hitting .362 with 8 homers and 26 RBIs. Straight fire in her arm. She lost Wild Thing. I got rid of Wild Thing for her, first of all. I would like to say that. She picked up Consistent at some point. That was after I believe she left. I believe, if I remember correctly, I got her the forkball. I think she picked up the slider after that. So, I don't know. So, when she left to the Beewolves, she got slider sometime, and she got the Consistent as well. I got rid of her Wild Thing while she was still here, and I gave her the forkball as well. All right, we're caught up. Heater away to Charlie. Misses. Ball 1. Changeable away, pulled in the hole to short. Diving is Rodney Park to keep it in the infield. Throws to first, winds up, but late infield single for Testa, who beats it out 5-2. And Duke due up next, 0 for 3 day for the rookie. Still looking for his first career RBI. I want him to bat. He has better hitting ratings than Basquet here. Come on, Carlos. Heater away to the 19-year-old. Strike called, 0-1. Heater up. Oh, we're late, 0-2. Changeup got me. Strike 3. We'll strand the bases loaded, and Duke's just pissed. 0 for 4 day for the Rook, and we're going to go ahead and double switch here. Charlie Testa's going to take first base here from... Actually, no, he'll take left field. We'll move him to first, and then we'll put Basquet in left to take Rangel out. We're going to go ahead and bring in Kendra Kerr out of the bullpen here. Duke's coming off. It's 5-2. We get that insurance run on the infield single by Testa. Bottom 8. Top of the lineup up, Butterfinger, Gonzalo, and Trips. Here's Butterfinger, 1 for 3 with a single today. Testa's going to play first, and we are going to put Cash Basquet in left. So Rangel's day is done, as well as Carlos Duke. Kendra Kerr now here out of the bullpen, making her 6th appearance on the year. 1-0 with a 1.12 ERA and an 0.50 whip. 1 earned run given up in 5 appearances, 2 saves recorded. 8 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 4 hits, batting average against a 154. All right, Kendra, let's do it. Going to greet him with that elite slider down in the way. Strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer up and into Butterfinger. Inside, 1-1. Four-seamer down and in. Fouled off, 1-2. Ball up and away. Whiffed on it, strike 3. First punch after K squared, 1 down. Rafael Gonzalo up next. He's tense, 0 for 3 today. Contact for his righty is active. Slider put in on the first pitch. Strike call, 0-1. Forcing me down and away. Check swing strike, 0-2. You see him up and away. Way outside, 1-2. Ball down and in. Fouled off, still 1-2. Slider put in. Chased it, strike 3 off the plate. Back-to-back Ks for K squared. 2 down for trips. 2 for 3 today, 2 singles. At least he made it to S tier in this series. He still hasn't made it there in our series, unfortunately. Though choker is a bit of a bummer for Slash. Curveball middle in, hangs on the first pitch, and that is going to be ripped into the gap, left center, right center, whatever field this is. Bambino chases it down and gets it in, but that is going to be a 2-out double for trips. Tying run now in the on-deck circle for the Beewolves. Here comes to the plate Rhonda Horn, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and 1 strikeout looking today. Check the runner, heater up and in, taken high, ball 1. Curveball down and away. Chopped to short, King holding the runners there. Fires the first in time to end the inning. Good pitching from Kendra to strand the runner to the 9th. It's 5-2. King, Swanson, and Wyatt coming up. John King 0 for 1 today. He lined out softly to short his first time up, 0 for 1 today. Heater staying out there for her second inning. Change it down, misses low, ball 1. Heater away, late on the swing, 1-1. Heater up and in, blew it by him, 1-2. Heater away, blew it by him, strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Heater. 1 down, here's Swanson, 0 for 1 today. Struck out his only time up. Slider high in there at the zone, 0-1. Heater down, line to first, 1 hopper to Gonzalo, he'll take it himself, 2 down. Base empty for Spitty Wyatt, 2 for 4 with a single last time up. He's also hit a solo homer. Here down and in, jammed on the ground to shortstop. Park is there, in time to first to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Heater, bottom 9, it's 5-2. Prize, Nubs, Wubbles, and Batsman due up. Kendra Kerr trying to slam the door. God, why are you even supposed to do against pitching like that? Pray and hope she makes a mistake. It's kind of all you can do. There's Prize, 1 for 3 with the RBI single today. Two-seamer middle in on the first pitch. That hangs, fouled back, thankfully, 0-1. Didn't quite get inside. Little hack activates. Heater up and away. High, 1-1. Flyer down and away. Chopped at the middle to short. King over, ranging, cut it off. In time to first, 1 down. Pray to the Jesus. Basically, yeah. 1 down for Nubs Wubbles, over 1 day for Murky. Well, down and in, strike called, 0-1. Heater up and away. Blew it by him, 0-2. Slide it in. Line to second, right at Phenomeno, 2 down. Last chance for the Beewolves here is Whopper Batsman. Big Bopper tense, 0 for 3 today, and taking out his frustrations on that bat. Two-seamer down and in on the first one. That's a strike, 0-1. Heater up, foul back, 0-2. Tough out activates here. Kendra looking for the punch out. Tough out active, slider down in the way, off the plate, 1-2. Good eye there. The ball put in. Whiffed on it, strike 3. Third punch up for K squared, and the Heaters win the regular season finale. 5-2 the final score as we take care of business here on the road. Solid day for the offense. We jumped out early thanks to that first pitch hanging curve. We then got 2 additional runs in the 4th on a sac fly and an RBI groundout. Gave up 2 with the 5 straight hits there in the bottom of the 4th. But then in the 6th, we got a home run from Bambino and an extra insurance run on an infield single by Testa. Not bad. We've improved to 12-4, and we will finish with the best record in the league. Beewolves fall to 5-11. Home runs for Wyatt and Bambino, solo shots each. Flo Rangel had a sac fly, Moses had an RBI groundout, and Testa had the pinch hit RBI infield single. On the other side for the Beewolves, RBI singles for Prize and Rags. Play of the game, winning pitcher, Roper Rascal, the rookie. 5+ innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts. Injury, big blister to his index finger, cost him the quality start. But he does get his 3rd win of the season, improving to 3-1, but his ERA will stay just above 5. Mesa, 2 innings in relief, scoreless, 1 strikeout. And Kendra Kerr, 2 innings pitched in relief, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. She gets her 3rd save of the season, getting her ERA under 1. Roberto, 7 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, so a strikeout and 2 homers. He falls to 0-1. Klaus the game, a 1/3 of an inning, giving up 2 hits, 1 earned run. And then Joanna Heater, inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. Play of the game, Jovan Bambino for the home run, followed by Spitty Wyatt with his home run, and Raskeller with his solid pitching performance. Not bad. We will take it. A win is a win. Nice. All right, now we just got to make our final roster moves after we check league leaders and the stats for the year, and then we will preview the playoff picture here coming up for you in the next couple of episodes. Alrighty, me is asking who you thought should have stayed home today. Carlos is going to be cheaper in the long run, so we'll do him. Alright, that's it. Okay. Alright, so Moses gets +4 arm here on a random roll. Nice, nice, solid. Let's see. Clever Buff signs to the freebooters as they're going to cut veteran catcher Harry Backman. Spitty Wyatt loses his backup position as shortstops. Now he can only play third base. Rocky Backstop released by the Blowfish here for Lars Stadcliffe. Basket +5 speed. Nice. She didn't play. Perfect. Due to food poisoning, apparently. All right. Not bad. We'll take it. Player development. What do we got? So we have a chance to get rid of Whiffer. Literally, that's just it. I don't mind that. Honestly, we can't afford this, so not worried about it. We'll actually still be able to afford this for McConnell as well, so these two are on the table. Raskeller can't afford it. Neither can we afford this for Bambino. So, literally, just buy these two and have a fun time doing it. First, let's see if we can get rid of Whiffer for Charlie Testa here. Hey, Wild Dog, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hope things are going well for you tonight. Gonna get it? Damn, we're still gonna be stuck with that thing. Unfortunate. We tried, Charlie. We tried. And now McConnell. 1 accuracy to 58, 1 velo to 44. Bonus 3 accuracy. Not going to get it. Damn it. Going for the changeup. Not going to get it either. Damn it. That would have been a nice pitch for her to get. But loyalty goes up for us. That's nice. It was all right, you know. Some moderately busy day at work. Come home, you know, rest for a little bit. And, you know, come down here, record. We did win our regular season finale earlier. We just actually wrapped up. We won 5-2. So we do finish at 12-4 with the best record in the conference. So we will be the #1 seed and the #1 overall seed for the entire league as well. So good stuff, good stuff. All right, let's sim these remaining games real quick. See what we got going on here. Grapplers do win 4-1 there, improving the 9-7 as they'll lock up their playoff spot. Sawteeth get a win there over the Sirloins, moving into second place. And if they hold on here, they'll clinch second. They'll drop it, though, 7-5, as that means the Sirloins go back ahead. Hot Corners win 2-1 over the Grass Eaters as they narrow the gap. And then beat them again, 7-0. So they finish the sweep of the doubleheader there. Crocs shut out the Nemesis 2-0. And then they beat them again, 4-3 in 11 innings, eliminating them. I think they might have just eliminated them. Buzzards win 8-2 there over the Crocs as they move back ahead. Both teams finish at 8-8. Overdogs win as well, moving to 8-8. Nemesis are eliminated from the playoffs. Freebooters then beat the Herbisaurs, eliminating them from playoff contention. Nice. Good job, guys. So, playoff brackets will be set. Thumper's free agency is next episode? Yes, it is. New coffee is always good indeed. Ooh. All right. So, here's the playoff roster, or playoff matchups. We'll be the 1 seed. We are going to be taking on the #4 seeded Buzzards. Make it in at 8-8 with a +2 run differential. I believe we beat the Buzzards in the quarterfinals either last year or the year prior. We beat them in the semifinals. I know that. At least one of the years. #2 seed is the Jacks. They will be taking on the 3-seeded Grapplers. On the other side, #1 seed is going to be the Wild Pigs, followed by the Moonstars as the #2. #3 seed is going to be the Sirloins, and then the Sawteeth will sneak in as the 4 seed with a even run differential of 0. Not bad. All right, so let's look around the league at league leaders. Who is your MVP? Jovan Bambino, of course, as he had a solid campaign, finishing with 8 homers and 17 RBIs. Runner-up is Terry Garza for his 2 complete game shutout performance during the season. And Charlie Testa comes in a close 4th with 8 homers and 27 RBIs, though he did get really cold at the end of the year. Interesting note, Norm Phenomeno nowhere seen in the top 10 despite having 20 RBIs and 10 homers. Just thought I'd point that out, and hitting over 500. Norm does win the batting title and the home run crown, but he finishes second in RBIs to Charlie Testa, who had 27. Bambino was second in RBI, average, Floyd third, and Testa 7th. Testa and Bambino were tied for second in homers. And runs batted in, Norm was second, Charlie first, Bambino 4th. Can we see the Moose rosters? I like seeing why the worst teams did so bad. Yeah, sure, we'll do that after this. Norm wins the on-base battle as well. Bambino second, Floyd fourth. Norm is tops in OBS slugging and OBS as well. Bambino second in both categories. Testa third in slugging and OBS. Floyd down to fifth, but that's because he's seventh in slugging. Batting, Norm had led the league in hits, followed by Bambino, and Floyd, Testa, and Whoopity cracked the top 10. Norm leader in extra base hits as well. Bambino won off that number, and Testa down here at 12. Runs scored, Bambino number 1, Phenomenal number 2, and caught stealing Slipopity tied for the league lead. Pitching, Reese Hunter went perfect 4-0, so she leads the league in wins. Roper Raskeller had 3 in his rookie season. ERA, Reese Hunter finishes tied for 8th with a 2 flat. Kendrick Kerr finishes second in saves with 3, and Norm finishes tied for 8th with 2. Whip, Terry Garza finishes 9th with an 084 whip. That's impressive. Nobody in the strikeouts or OBA category, though, for us. And walks per 9, Raskeller number 1. Terry Garza number 5. Raskeller number 1 in strikeout to walk ratio. He had 19 strikeouts to 1 walk. And that's going to do it for league leaders here. So MVP, Yovan Bambino once again. I think that's his second in this series. Write those down. All right, so now we're going to look at the Moose roster here. What was their record? They were 5-11. Beewolves also were 5-11. So were the Platypi as well. We have a good look at them, but we'll check them too. So we'll go alphabetically. We'll start with the Moose here. Or no, Beewolves are first alphabetically. Well, we know why they're bad, obviously. We just played them. Obviously, they have a very weak offense, second base. They don't have a second baseman. Their best first baseman was playing, or second best first baseman was playing left field. So they didn't have a left fielder available. I think Goyo was hurt. He is, so he got hurt. Rhonda Horn was underperforming. Slash Trips was hitting under 200. Their starting pitching couldn't carry the day as Dick Lucas and Parmigiano both got roughed up often. Tusker Fuss got injured, apparently. Ratherswell was in there. Indiair, Heater, and DeGame. Like, Joanna did really well, but outside of her and Klaus DeGame, no one else in their bullpen did anything of note. All right, so then we go to the Moose are up next, alphabetically speaking. They finished 5-11 as well. What happened? All right, well, they have no catcher. That's number 1. Sting McGee and Hank Carter both old and should not be starting. Cat Stanza, decent. Okay, Pepe Vinicio, decent second baseman. They have no third baseman. Their third baseman is Newt Trevino. Hans Slaperio, he's solid. Not a great hitter, though. Left fielder is Vilo Jimenez, another problem. Yoink Sachs is their center fielder. He doesn't hit. Israel Charles is good. Joey Little's all right. He was probably playing left field if I had to guess. Ella Royds, of course, you got to have Ella on there. Bradwick looks solid. Let's see. Outside of him, though, they don't have a starting pitching staff. They only have 3 starters. Ronner and Hogswind, and then they have long relievers, Cutstiff, Slinger, and Kim. And then their bullpen after those 3 is basically nothing. So that's probably why they didn't do so hot. Also doesn't help when you're... one of your good hitters, Lilla, was hitting under 225, and Yoink Sachs is hitting under 200. Elroyd's hit under 200. Yeah, it was just a bad year all around for them, completely speaking. Then moving to pitching, yeah, Hogsman didn't even pitch a game this season. Their pitching got absolutely lit up. Like, outside of Ronner, who only had 1 game pitched, might I add, everyone else minus Bradwick got lit the fuck up, and Blinder. Digby didn't even play that much either, so. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, and then the final one, which is the Platypi, I believe. They are the other team that went 5-11. They have a good, decent catcher in Ox. Decent first baseman in Ruby Green. Good second baseman in Stokes. Trisha Lee at third has developed really nicely. Rip Dingers is solid. Jolly Rocket, they picked up from the Grass Eaters this past offseason, and he did nothing. He hit under 200. Track Statsman was out there. He's a solid player. But their pitching rotation is ass, so they have no starters. They're they have extra pitchers. That's why they have no bench depth. Jesus, this is why they suck. They do not do any roster calibrations. Anyway, so let's look around at free agents and look at our team stats and see who do we want to keep and who do we want to cut before the postseason. Now, for the longest time, I was talking about cutting Rob Glover, and I'm thinking I'm actually going to do it here. He never really played much in the regular season. I mean, yeah, he played in 8 games. He played half the season, but most of that was off the bench. And the few starts he did do, he didn't really do anything offensively speaking. He's mostly defense. And we have really good defensive players. Like Moses is a utility player. Rongel's a utility infielder. Charlie Testa is a utility player as well now. It's just like we have coverage. We don't necessarily need him anymore. So we can let Rob go. So I think he's number 1. Outside of him, Stanley Swanson struggled, but I need him. Connor Moses should not be a starting outfielder. Basquet's more than likely going to start in left field for the postseason, as she hit really well once again. Rangel did well off the bench. We'll keep her here. The only really bench player who struggled was Vaneman outside of Glover, and he's a rookie. A lot of growing pains. He's not a hitter. He's a defensive catcher, so we'll keep him. And then moving to pitching, what do we got? Brazon, he is the one starter I'm looking to replace. Roper we can keep as a 4, and we might not even need to use him in the postseason. Reese Hunter definitely earned her spot, and Terry Garza did as well. Heck, Terry Garza was runner-up in MVP voting, for Christ's sake. He had 2 complete game shutouts, and Reese Hunter had an ERA at 2 flat. Like, how do you not reward that? And then outside of Norm, he had 1 bad outing, which really screwed him up, because he only pitched 2 2/3 this year. Hank McConnell's the only reliever I'm open to replacing. Like, Christian Nunez did well with reverse splits. Kendrick Kerr was lights out once again. Thomas Mesa did really well. Yeah, outside of Hank McConnell, I think that's the only person I want to cut. So, Hank McConnell, CT Brazon, and Rob Glover right now are the only 3 guys I want to replace. So, we'll start with the pitching. Pitching is easier for me to replace. So, we have Cecil Sawyer, who's 12-3. He's worth about 12-2. He's solid. But he has meltdown now. Ooh, I didn't see that. He has meltdown now. Damn. Got Alicia Woodrow, who I can't afford, clearly. Beavis Ortiz, he's solid across the board. He used to be our ace at the beginning of the series, but he's developed nicely. He's got K Collector. Maybe I'll give Beavis a second shot. Maybe come full circle with this. Bugsy Suggs, no. Walk Prone and Wild Thing are bad. Teal... No, we're not going that low. I think Beavis Ortiz would be the person we'd sign. And then for the bullpen, we have only Rally Overo. Like, there's outside of him, there's RH4 and Sirloin Jones. I'm not touching the closer. Really, it's only Rally Overo. So it's Rally Overo or bust, basically. All right, so let's do this first. Let's get Beavis in here. He's going to replace Brazon. He'll be the ace for the postseason. Ooh, that's going to take us down low, though. Okay. I think we need the bullpen boost more so. We get him. All right, we can't afford Overo. Never mind. Yes, we will just go ahead and take Beavis Ortiz then. So Beavis is going to replace Brazon, later CT. Beavis in. He'll be the ace for the postseason. And then for Rob Glover's spot on the roster, what position needs the most help? I don't know. That's the question. Could bring in Hackliner to be the bona fide third baseman and let Norm play shortstop the entire time. I'm not opposed to that. How much is Rob making? He is making 6.8. So we need someone. We only have $2.5 million. So the most we can spend is, if I do my math right here, is 9.3. Okay, so Hackliner's out. Nickel Henson might... He's just a little too expensive, unfortunately. Alright, so everyone below Nickel Henson is open. Okay. So we have Geronimo James, who'd be an outfielder, bench guy. We have 5 outfielders, though. Tough lift. Okay, maybe we need a second baseman. Maybe that's the issue here. There really isn't a lot to go off of here. I think we'll just keep Rob Glover then, because there's not a lot to sign. I did say I wanted to sign Turf Hudson, though. Forgot about him. You know what? We'll give Turf Hudson his shot. Why not? Let's let this man play, right? Gotta let him play. Ooh, but that is going to get rid of... What is that? Oh, no, it's going to stay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, why not? Let's just keep him. We'll take that money back. 6-7. We'll take it. What do I think of the new name? Wild Dog? Oh, it's nice, you know? I like it. I like how you're changing things up. You're keeping me on my toes with your animal references. I like it. It makes me think of like a lone wild dog. It makes me think of oh, what's that character? It's from the Call of the Wild. It's the main character dog. His name's Buck, I believe. It also makes me think of White Fang, if you're familiar with that novel. All right, so that's the moves we'll make. We'll bring in Turf Hudson just for the shits and giggles here and cut Glover. And then we'll bring in Beavis Ortiz to boost up the starting pitching rotation. There are no relievers besides Rally Olvero, and we can't afford him anyway. So we'll take what we can get. Let's go to the playoffs here and peek at what it's going to look like next episode. So once again, for the 5th straight year, we make the playoffs. We've got the Buzzards in the first round once again. Jacks take on the Grapplers. Wild Pigs will take on the Sawteeth, and the Moonstars will take on the Sirloins. And speaking on the, and then that's going to do it for content today, guys. Just want to give you an update on the future of the series. If we do run the table here and win our 3rd straight title to cement our dynasty, we will be ending the series here after 5 seasons, much like we were going to plan to end the Salty series after 5 seasons if we win our 5th straight title. Again, there will be no other place to take the Heaters outside of that. We took a team from SMB4 that we couldn't win with, going 4 losing seasons, to a perennial playoff contender, making it all 5 years, and on the cusp of a dynasty winning 3 titles back to back to back. I don't think there's much more we could do for this team. So that's the future of the series, guys, moving forward. But that is for another time. As next episode, it is the quarterfinals against the Buzzards. So tune in to see if we can get the job done against the bottom seed and move on to the semifinals. That is going to do it for me tonight, guys. If you may, to wrap up the episode, we beat the Beewolves in the regular season finale 5-2 to clinch the top seed in the division, finishing 12-4. Then we checked league leaders. Jovan Bambino won his 2nd or 3rd MVP award here in the series. I'm not sure which, so hopefully someone's keeping track of that for me. Then we also made some roster moves here. We brought in ace pitcher Beavis Ortiz, our OG #1 starter from day 1 of the series. He replaces C.T. Brazon. He will be the ace for the playoffs. And we also bring in bench outfielder Turf Hudson for shits and giggles, because this is the man who has been in the league for 2 years, he's played in 1 game his entire career as a substitute. He hasn't even had an at-bat in his career. So for shits and giggles, we brought him in. I'm going to try and get him an at-bat sometime in the playoffs. But that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Next episode, we'll take on the Buzzards in the first round of the playoffs. If you made it this deep, thanks so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch is down in the description below if you guys want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted. And also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. I'll catch you all on the next one, everybody. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be. Shout-outs to Wild Dog, Matcha, and One Boy for stopping by and chatting with me throughout the stream. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I love hearing from you guys, as always. And also, if you guys want to stick around, I am going to record the Thumpers off-season right after this. I just have to do something real quick before I jump into that. So give me about maybe 5 minutes, and then we'll jump into that, okay? That'll do it for me tonight, guys. Until next time, YouTube, this is the Nasty One, signing off.